Affirmative action is a highly contentious issue that has long divided opinion. It is a policy aimed at promoting equal opportunity and eliminating discrimination, particularly in education and employment. The principle behind affirmative action is to level the playing field for historically marginalized groups, such as people of color and women. Now that whether diverse proponents argue that affirmative action is necessary to address systemic inequalities and promote diversity. They believe that without this policy, marginalized groups would continue to face significant barriers to entry in educational and professional spheres. By providing preferential treatment, affirmative action aims to correct historical injustices and create a more equitable society. Moreover, proponents argue that affirmative action has a positive impact on society as a whole. By increasing diversity, institutions and organizations benefit from a wider range of perspectives, ideas, and experiences. This leads to enhanced problem-solving abilities and innovation. Additionally, affirmative action serves as a catalyst for social progress, challenging deeply ingrained biases and fostering a culture of inclusivity. On the other side of the debate, critics argue that affirmative action is a form of reverse discrimination. They claim that the policy leads to the exclusion of individuals who are more qualified based on merit alone, in favor of less qualified candidates from underrepresented groups. Critics argue that in a fair and merit-based society, everyone should be judged solely on their abilities and qualifications. Critics also contend that affirmative action perpetuates stereotypes and reinforces a victim mentality among marginalized groups. They argue that instead of addressing the root causes of inequality, the policy focuses on superficial solutions that may lead to tokenism and undermine, and also individuals from marginalized backgrounds. Critics emphasize the importance of meritocracy and argue that individuals should be judged based on their own merits rather than their group identity. Furthermore, opponents suggest that affirmative action creates division and resentment among different racial and ethnic groups. They argue that the policy reinforces the notion of group-based entitlements, pitting individuals against each other based on their identity, rather than fostering unity and a shared sense of belonging. Critics emphasize the importance of colorblind policies that treat every individual as an equal. In conclusion, affirmative action has been a deeply divisive issue, with valid arguments presented by both sides. Proponents argue that it is a necessary means to address historical and ongoing inequalities, promote diversity, and foster social progress. Critics, on the other hand, contend that the policy undermines the principles of meritocracy, perpetuates stereotypes, and exacerbates division among different groups. As the debate continues, it is crucial to engage in thoughtful and respectful dialogue, to explore possible alternatives, and find common ground in the pursuit of a fair and equal society.